Welcome to Edu Online Classes. Today I'm start a new series that is based on Visual Basic, and we see Unit 1 in it. First we see the content of the learning. The first point, the IDE. Next, the elements of user interface. Next one, designing user interface. Then application development through programming and application, and lastly visual development and event driven programming. Before starting, just take a look about how to start a visual basic interface on your system. For that you can click on start button, then select program. In that you can search for Microsoft Visual Studio. In that you can click on Microsoft Visual Basics, the version which are available on your system, or install so these are the steps. Like you can start button, then move to program. In that you can select Microsoft Visual Studio, click on Visual Basic. The screen appear in front of you. Jump to the screen of Visual Studio. This is the appearance of the Visual Studio screen. It is already open some forms, but ignore. Just take a look about the component which are in the ID section. First is the toolbox, toolbar, toolbox, window area, then menu bar, project explorer, properties window, and the form layout. So this is the working area of user. Here user can interact with the system through the dialogues like typing the contents or specifying the controls. Before starting the more detail, I can give you some basic introduction about the Visual Basic, what its background, why we are using in our programming. Visual Basic is an ideal programming language for developing graphical user interface for creating a robust and powerful application. Coding in graphic user interface environment is easy and quicker as compared to traditional linear programming language. Visual Basic was developed from basic programming language. It requires at least minimum, you can say, 16 MB of RAM and 250 MB of hard disk space for working, and it run on older version also like Windows 95 and a new version. So depend on the version you can use your operating system and run on any platform. Any platform, basically it is run on the Microsoft Windows. Let's move to the next section. The IDE. The IDE is nothing but it is an integrated development environment which develop, run, test and debug the thing. And it uses many controls like list box, text box, check boxes, radio buttons, so on, to more interaction in the user. To, like for example, we fill the online forms, we see all the controls like the name space area, some caption will be there. You can consider like list box, select India from list menu. So it will be display, but you can create these things in your application. So it is a ready-made tool component in the Visual Basic. It has lots of properties also. Next is intelligence menu, which is sophisticated complication technology. It makes user programs in the simple way by when processing any coding. Then event driven programming, it is nothing but flow of application directed by the user action like clicking on mouse or pressing any keystroke on the keyboard. So the component of the IDE. ID contain which thing? First it contains the menu bar, next toolbar, then project explorer, after that properties window, then form layout window, toolbox, form window, toolbox, form designer, and object browser. These all are the component of IDE which we can see one by one. First we see the toolbox. The toolbox contains a set of controls that are used to place on form at design time, thereby creating the user interface area. It has some additional controls. It includes by using the component menu items of the project menu. So see the figure of the project menu. It contains the pointer, label, frame, then check boxes, combo boxes where multiple options will be available for the user, then horizontal scroll bar, timer, directory list box, shape we are adding our projects, then images, and the object link and embedded. In right side, picture, then text box, then command button, then option button, list box and vertical scroll bar, drive list box, then file list box, line and data. All these are the parts of a toolbox. Move to Project Explorer. It is placed right side of your screen, just under the toolbar in the project. Explorer window display object of your project like this form 1. These are the object of your window, and this form is again object of your window, like forms, classes and modules. All the objects that made up the application are packed in a project. You can also say it is a folder of your work, and all these are the files of your folder. Let's move the properties window. Property window is tucked under the Project Explorer window. The property window exposes the various characteristic of selected object. So see the characteristic. So for example, here I am using caption, that is the caption name is the form 1. So we can say as the properties value. We can change this value as per our need. For example, we can say the background color is this one. You can change by using red, anything you can say it. Next, form layout. Form layout window is used to place the form starting position after you runs it. This is the layout of a form window. Next session we see the element of user interface. So that's it for the today. See you again.